President Trump recently signed an executive order to dismantle the Department of Education, leaving many wondering how that would affect what happens in schools here in North Dakota. Ariana Gonzalez has reaction.
Section 1 of President Trump's executive order to dismantle the Department of Education says, unfortunately, the experiment of controlling American education through federal programs and dollars and the unaccountable bureaucracy those programs and dollars support has plainly failed our children, our teachers, and our families. But the idea of defunding and restructuring those federal programs has left teachers with mixed opinions and questions about what the future of education around the nation will look like. In North Dakota, as in most states, funding for schools comes from the state and your tax dollars. Only about 10% of the money given to these institutions comes from the federal government. But North Dakota United President Nick Archuleta says these funds are essential.
They primarily help the neediest students of all. That's where the title money comes from, for like Title I schools and reading programs. IDEA is administered through there. That's the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. Those funds come through there.
Without the federal funding to support these programs, he says the Department of Public Instruction will have to look for ways to afford to continue to provide these services. He says this isn't the first time budget cuts have happened. President Clinton also once declared the era of big government over and went agency by agency, cutting personnel and services he deemed to be non-essential. The Department of Education was created in 1979 by Congress. It would take another act of the legislative branch to completely shut it down. In Bismarck, I'm Ariana Gonzalez, reporting for your news leader.
We reached out to the North Dakota Department of Public Instruction for comment, but no one has responded.